I have now seen Spider-Man Brand New Day twice, and I have sat on this movie for about a day, and I must say, I'm torn. There are genuinely some moments in this movie that feel like absolute cinema, and then there are moments of this movie which doesn't feel like a Spider-Man movie. All of the Peter Parker stuff, the stuff with MJ and Ned, most of the Spider-Man related stuff is pretty cool, but then the villain of this movie just isn't that great, and it is kind of bland. And then the third act does completely lose me because the entire focus of the plot changes from one to the other thing. Visually, this is the best MCU Spider-Man movie, and also in terms of fight choreography. However, I would argue that the score for this movie is probably the worst of the MCU Spider-Man movies, and this isn't shade at Michael Giacchino. I love the scores for the other Spider-Man movies, especially No Way Home, and the best scores in this movie were essentially just the No Way Home soundtrack reworked for this movie. Nothing in this movie feels original in terms of score, and I think that's one of the main reasons that some of these scenes just didn't land as well as they do in No Way Home, especially the emotional ones. However, this movie is perfect for you if you love Spider-Man, because essentially this movie is a love letter to the fans, and that's what they've been saying from the day one. Now yes, I do think that the marketing was a bit misleading because they focused so much on the Hulk fight, and this is a much more grounded movie, but still, if you love Spider-Man and if you love seeing him suffer, you will love this movie, which is why currently it's sat at between an 8.5 or a 9 out of 10.